Hey everyone, today is Dollar Tree Valentine's Day DIY day, and I'm super excited to share this with you guys. It was so inexpensive to make. I personally think it looks super cute, and if you haven't figured out by now, I'm not going to be on camera today. It's just one of those days I just don't want to be on camera. I know you guys understand, and I'm going to try to make this tutorial just kind of a little bit quicker than most of my tutorials just so that you can see the items, see how to put together, and you can draw, your inspiration from there. So I'm going to go ahead and share with you one of my older DIYs from a couple of years ago. Now, this is not going to be in today's video, but I do have this video up on my channel. There is a Valentine's Day playlist, and you will find this one there. I also made another picture frame along with this one in the same video. It's pink, and it has XOXO and these little letters, like Scrabble letters. I just can't seem to find that one quite yet. But I do have this one up on my channel for you to see how I put this together. Okay, now let me go ahead and share with you the very first one that I made from the Dollar Tree. Oh my gosh. Now I will say the only thing that came from the Dollar Tree is the picture frame. So the actual scrapbook piece of paper I got from Hobby Lobby, but it is way better deal than Dollar Tree because the piece of scrapbook paper was like 40 cents. So, I mean, make a trip to your local craft store and the scrapbook paper is very inexpensive. And I picked this one that has pink with some beautiful faded hearts in here. I have mentioned in some of my previous videos that I tend to gravitate towards pink for Valentine's Day rather than red. So you will see a pink theme throughout all of my DIYs, but definitely apply whatever colors that you love most. So this one is super cute, and you can keep changing the words on here because I'm using a dry erase marker on top of the glass. The next one is actually one of my favorites. So when I did this one, I thought of my daughter because she has a gray and light pink theme for her Valentine's Day decor. Although I really wanted an argyle scrapbook paper pattern, but I couldn't find one that was separate without having to buy a book of scrapbook papers. So I just kind of picked up this gray one with polka dots, and then I have these 3 glitter foam hearts from the Dollar Tree, and the picture frame is from the Dollar Tree as well. I mean, you could make a bigger picture frame with a bunch of these hearts. I mean, whatever it is that you want to do. You could even take these hearts and shape them into a heart pattern on a huge 8x10 picture frame. That would be cute as well. And then this one is also just to die for. And as you can see, I don't have the glass or the backing. I took it out, but I do keep it just in case one day, I don't know, maybe I decide to change my mind, but really I could have just thrown it away. But this has the Dollar Tree hearts, and this ribbon right here was from last year from Hobby Lobby when it was on sale. And then this ribbon I had on hand, it's a light pink with some white stitching, but they do have ribbon at the Dollar Tree that you can use, although I would suggest to go to your local craft store and buy ribbon there because you get so much more variety, and you can go when their ribbon is 50% off, and some of them that are $1.99 that look just like this will end up being $1, which is, comparative to Dollar Tree prices. So I think this one's super cute, and then of course I just used some red tulle, and yeah, so if you guys want to see how to put these 3 looks together, then keep watching. If you want to check out this one back here with the Scrabble letters, again, that's in my Valentine's Day playlist. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next DIY. Bye! The very first step that I did was I took my large scrapbook piece of paper and put the original picture that came with it so that I could trim around it so that perfectly into the picture frame. And then I'm just kind of putting it in here, making sure that it's going to fit before I actually take this over to my computer where I am going to print the words out on like I've done here. Now it's very simple. You just want to set your Word document to landscape and then pick your font and then click print. So now I'm putting this into my picture frame, and then I'm going to take a dry erase marker, and then you can write whatever it is that you want into your line. The picture frame is from the Dollar Tree, the scrapbook piece of paper is from Hobby Lobby, and total this project cost me about $1.40 because I used a 40% off coupon on the scrapbook. The second picture frame, I used a 4x6 from the Dollar Tree, and you simply just take out the glass from it and the original photo, and I used the original photo again that came with the picture frame so that I could use it as a guide to trim my scrapbook. And this piece of scrapbook is gray and has like polka dots on it just because I wanted to go with like a gray and pink theme for my daughter's room. And here, as you can see, I'm just lining it up so that I can trim it easily and make sure that it fits perfectly. Now you actually want to make sure that your scrapbook paper goes in first because you're going to be gluing the hearts to the scrapbook, not to the glass. So the scrapbook goes in first and then your glass, and then I just throw in the original photo back in and put the back on there. And then as you can see, the scrapbook paper is, on top. So now I've picked out some of my Dollar Tree heart picks. There are 2 different sizes at the Dollar Tree. As you can see, I'm kind of like playing with some different sizes, but ultimately for a 4x6, I went with these smaller heart glitter picks. And you really kind of have to like sort of bend them and pull them back a little bit to loosen them out of the styrofoam hearts. And then I'm lining them up, making sure I know where I want them to go, and then we're just going to take some hot glue and glue it down. But make sure that you put your hearts down first where they should be spaced and then start gluing from there. I went with the center one first so that I could make sure that it was actually like my centerpiece and that it would set the tone for where the other 2 would go. Picture frame cost me $1 from the Dollar Tree. The heart picks, a bag of the small, cost me $1, and I still had a bunch left over to use on another project, and the scrapbook paper cost me about 40 cents, so about $2.40. For this one, I used a 5x7 picture frame from the Dollar Tree. And in this one, I'm actually going to remove the backing and the glass. We're not going to use this one for this picture frame, so we're just going to get rid of it. It is not needed. We're just going to basically use the frame itself. And I'm doing the same thing that I did in my last picture frame where I'm just wiggling out the little stick from the glitter foam hearts, and I'm picking out 3 red and 4 pink for this one, and I did use the smaller ones from the Dollar Tree. Now I wanted to do opposite ribbons for the coordinating hearts. So for the red hearts I used a pink ribbon, and for the pink hearts I used the white ribbon with the red hearts. So I'm basically hot gluing the back of the heart and then applying the ribbon to the back as you see here, and I'm also cutting different sizes. So I want them all to be kind of different sizes. You don't want them all to be equal length or else you really won't be able to see them all. So be sure that you're cutting different sizes, and I'm really eyeballing. I don't have exact measurements. I just eyeballed it, cut it, and then glued it like you see here. Once I had all of the ribbon hot glued to the hearts themselves, I started to applying the hot glue to the picture frame. You don't want the ribbon to be tied all the way across the top of the picture frame because you do want to cover it up. You don't want to see the top where you're gluing it to the picture frame. So I tried to glue them as close to the center of the frame as I could, while also making them like different lengths and layering them on top of each other by making the longer ones at the bottom and the shorter ones on top, as you see here. And as you can tell, I'm really just using about 1.5 inches of the top of the picture frame. I'm really not trying to go like all the way across. And then I'm going to take my red tulle ribbon, which is what I liked the most. The one that you see there is actually 1 layer, and I didn't like the 1 layer. So I took 2 layers and I just tied the bow like you would a shoelace. So I liked the look of the 2 layer, I got rid of the 1 layer, and then I'm just kind of fluffing it before I hot glue it down to the center, and that's it. You just take your hot glue, apply it over the ribbon there, and then apply your bow to the top, and your picture frame is done.